The Hollow Between Walls, Part 4. The mimic Nora stopped using her bedroom. After finding the the thing inside the wall, she couldn't bring herself to sleep there. She dragged her mattress into the living room, setting it by the windows where the daylight could reach her. But the Hollow didn't stay in the bedroom. It followed. On Tuesday night, she jolted awake to the sound of someone pacing in her kitchen. Her heart pounded as she lay frozen, staring at the ceiling. The steps were slow, dragging, like bare feet shuffling against old wood. She forced herself upright, clutching her phone like a weapon. "Who's there?" The steps stopped. Then, from the darkness, her own voice replied, "Go back to sleep, Nora." Her blood ran cold. She switched on the flashlight app, sweeping the beam across the kitchen, empty. But when the light passed over the wall near the counter, the plaster rippled. For a moment, just a moment, it bulged outward, as though something inside was pressing its face against it. By morning, the kitchen wall bore new scratches. Thin, desperate grooves carved deep into the plaster. 5 at a time. Like fingernails, she covered them with duct tape, her hands trembling, whispering to herself, "Don't answer, don't answer." But it was too late. The Hollow already had her voice. It started small. Her phone would ring, and when she answered, she'd hear her own voice breathing back at her. She'd play a voicemail from her boss, only to hear herself saying, "Come closer." The television, the radio, even her laptop, her own voice slipped into every device, bending her reality into something unsteady and cruel. Then it began talking to her directly. "Nora, let me out. Nora, I'm cold. Nora, don't you miss him?" That last one made her stop. It knew. Somehow it knew about her ex, about the nights she cried in silence, about the ache she carried like a wound. Her chest tightened. "Shut up," she screamed, slamming her fists against the wall. The Hollow laughed. And the laugh was hers. She stopped going to work. Her co-workers left voicemails she didn't answer. She stopped responding to texts. She couldn't explain this to anyone, not without sounding insane. She barricaded herself in the living room, duct tape sealing every crack she could find, furniture braced against the walls. But the voice slipped through anyway. "Do you know what happens if you stay too long, Nora? No one leaves. No one ever leaves." Sometimes, she swore she heard other voices behind her Zaliad whispers, dozens of them, crying, pleading, screaming, all swallowed by the Hollow. On Friday, a knock rattled her door. Her chest tightened. No one ever knocked here. She crept closer, pressing her eye to the peephole. It was the old woman from the hall. Nora yanked the door open, desperate for another human face. "Please," she begged. "You know what's happening here. Tell me how to stop it." The woman's eyes filled with pity. "Child, it's already chosen you. It doesn't let go once it learns your name. There has to be a way," Nora sobbed. "I can't live like this, not live," the woman said softly. "That's the point. It doesn't want you to live." Before Nora could speak again, the woman leaned close, her whisper sharp as glass. "Don't follow your voice. No matter what it says, that's how it gets you." Then she shuffled away, leaving Nora trembling in the doorway. That night, Nora sat awake, clutching a kitchen knife, eyes fixed on the taped-up wall. At 3 a.m., the duct tape peeled itself away, slow and deliberate. Her voice slid through the gap. "Nora, help me. I'm trapped, please." She pressed her palms to her ears. "Nora, it's me. Listen." Her head throbbed. The voice was so perfectly hers, every inflection, every crack. "Don't you want to be whole again? Don't you want to stop hurting?" Her breath shook. "You're not me." "Yes, I am." The Hollow voice softened, coaxing. "I know every secret, every scar, every night you cried for him. Let me out, and we can end this together." Her hands trembled around the knife. The wall pulsed. The hole she had hammered open weeks ago seemed larger now, wide enough for something to crawl through. And from the darkness inside, two pale hands gripped the edge, not decayed anymore, not skeletal, perfect replicas of her own. She dropped the knife, stumbling backward, her heart battering against her ribs. Her voice seeped out again, now from every wall, every surface, surrounding her in a chorus of herself. "Don't run. Don't fight. Come back where you belong." The plaster bulged, fingers clawed through. Her own face began to press against the surface, stretching the wall like wet fabric. Her own eyes stared back at her, and they smiled.